I'm going to talk about construction management planning using MS Project. Actually, these are the contents of my today's talk. Introduction to construction planning, current trend, state of art of construction planning, technical contents in project planning, then typical job opportunities in an entry level role for the engineers, role of a civil engineer in construction management. Then I'll be talking about typical job roles in the senior level. Then I'll be talking about typical job roles in the top management level of a company. Then I'll talk about one case study relating to project planning. Then I'll tell how a young fresh graduating from an university can go to construction management sector. Now, introduction to construction management. As you know, construction management is very essential for the smooth execution of the project. In construction management, when you get a construction project, there are several activities which will be going on. Say, for example, starting of the contract by signing off the agreement. Then there will be a kickoff meeting, mobilization will be there. Then there will be a survey. Then actually the construction phase will be start, which will have again n number of activities like excavation, concreting, painting, plastering, everything. Then further onwards, after all the construction activities it is completed, further you will be having commissioning or handing over phase. Then so these much phases are there in a construction project. So if you just do it without a planning, proper planning, the whole thing becomes messy. So proper coordination is required. Hence, beginning of the project, during the project, and during the end phase of the project, throughout the entire project life cycle of a construction project, planning is essential. Right. Then talking about three main parameters which are responsible for the success of the project, of any construction project. As you see in this diagram, I have given out of that 360 degree, it is divided into three equal parts. So quality, time, and safety. These three are the major parameters which will affect the success or failure of a project. So again, there are some other parameters such as material, machines, money. These are the 4 M's for the execution of construction civil projects, right? So these are very much essential. And apart from that, there are some other secondary parameters like approval of drawings from the client, government policies, ROW issues, which may, if these things are not sorted out, even these things will kill the time. So if your project, if in 2018, if you are awarded a project of building an apartment of some 50 crores, at 2018, there the cost will be 50 crore, but it has to end within 2020. That 2018 project has to end within 2020, so that the cost will be only 50 crore. But if there is some delay in the approval of drawing, if there is some government policy issues, everything, then it will lead up to the extension of project. Then the total cost of the project will never be 50 crore. It might shoot up to say 60 crore, 70 crore. That time your project margin will get hit. Then that's the reason. You can see, to ensure proper completion of construction project within the contractual period and to get expected profits, planning of the project is extremely essential. Now coming to the current trends, what are the construction sectors, what are the industry, what planning tools they are using as of now. So current trends in construction planning which are used in the industry, I am just highlighting here. So people are using construction management professionals, still they are using Gantt charts, project histogram to schedule the following things in their construction projects. It might be a construction programs, it might be milestone events, it might be financial status of the project like invoicing, costing, liquidity, etc. It might be resource allocation, like I said, the 4 M's. men, machines, material, and money. So these things, they will do it in a bar chart, and they'll analyze whether the project is on the schedule, whether it is behind the schedule, or whether they are ahead of the schedule, right? The next thing what it is in the trend is building information management, the BIM, right? So there are in a construction project, right? There are lot of things: design, survey, drafting, costing, everything, right? So what will happen? Every draftsman will have a separate software like AutoCAD. A project planner will have a separate software like MS Project or Primavera. Maybe a costing engineer, he'll have a separate tool. Even a structural designer might have a separate tool like StatPro, ETABS, Revit, Tekla. All those n number of softwares are available. Even it is not only, when you talk about the construction industry, it's not only about civil engineers, right? There are mechanical engineers who are working as plumbers, lift. They have to work for the lift system. Electrical engineers have to work for electrification of the building. So MEP people, they have a lot of role to play. So by the use of BIM, actually, it will provide a integrated platform, a common platform, so that all the engineers, all the data will come to one particular platform, and there will be no conflict of interest among the engineers. So it will ensure the smooth execution of project. In previous time, what used to happen? A civil engineer used to cast the building, but some things might happen. A plumber or a MEP engineer might have problem at the fag end of the project. So by ensuring proper BIM and project planning, these things can be avoided, right? And this it is in the trend in the construction industry. Now, very lately in the developed country like Europe and USA, they are using virtual reality and Internet of Things, maybe machine learning also. They are trying to integrate this technology into civil, right? In the construction industry in particular. So before the building is constructed, they will give a virtual reality or a virtual imagination to the customer. They might have to wear some 3D goggles, or they might have to sit in front of the theater where they can feel where is their living room, where will be their bedroom, where will be their balcony. This all the realization, or this virtual reality, they will be providing before the project has actually started. So this has been one of the very new latest technology what the real estate companies in USA are using. The next one is earned value analysis, which has been in the trend for so long, and this concept is still developing, right? So in earned value analysis, what they see is that they will if the project has started, it will just they will just see what is the expected cost of the project when the project is signed, right? Then once the project is moving, what is the revised cost? Then what is the expected sales? What is the profit margin? So this analysis they used to do probably in the 1990s in manually, or probably using spreadsheet software. But now using MSP, these can be done very easily and very systematically. If one person has done, and if he has resigned the job, another person can come and he can easily come to know what has been done. For example, a project has been sanctioned for 50 crores in 2018. Probably during the execution of the project, that cost might shoot up to 60 crores. So there is a variance of 10 crores. Then what will be the profit margin? What will be the impact? All those things can be covered in earned value analysis, which will be the part of MS project planning actually. Now coming to the state of art, when this project management actually started. So until 1990s, construction projects were only managed by the main people, engineers, architect, and builders themselves. Then when the actual project management started, probably in the year 1919. It's just the year when World War was going on in the world, right? So Henry L. Gantt, he is considered as the father of the planning, as you can see in the slide, right? So he introduced many concepts like Gantt chart, work breakdown structures, resource allocation. These concepts were used by him, and from the year 1917 probably till now, there has been a tremendous exponential increase in the research and development. That's why we are able to see lot of development and lot of construction projects. It is going in a good trend, right? Now now in the year from the year 1950, the project management principle got integrated into core engineering projects, right? Then CPM, critical path method, it was developed for a Navy operations. It was developed as a joint venture between DuPont Corporation and Remington Rand Corporation for managing the plant maintenance project. Then when CPM started, there was another technique like project evaluation and review technique was developed by US Army Special Projects Office, right? Those people, they have developed this Pert actually. This CPM and Pert, they are actually similar project management tool, but they are having certain differences. Like CPM is used for the project that assume deterministic activity. So during the duration of all the activities in the network, right? Network diagram, they are known. Supposingly you are doing a pipeline project. So what you have to do? Excavation, then you have to do pipe laying, then you have to do backfilling, then you have to do road restoration. Then your project will be completed. So each activity, it will have a certain days, 10 days, 15 days, all the things, right? So within a definite interval of time, your project gets ended. So you can, for this nature of project, you can use CPM method. So you can see CPM is widely used in the industry like L&T construction, CBRE, Tata projects, etc., where profitability of the project is one of the main goals of their organization. But PERT is used, PERT is used, allows synchronous activity during the duration of the activity in the network diagram is unknown. PERT is used in many research-oriented organizations like ISRO, maybe BARC, maybe NASA. Those sort of people, their profitability is not their main motto. The service, the research is a main motto, and there will be, you can't tell, excavation can be done in 10 days. You can just commit yourself. But research, you can't commit to that much deterministic activity, right? You will be spending more than maybe 10 days. So in those sort of research projects, research organization, PERT technique is used as a tool of project management. Next, what are all the leading software providers for project planning, right? There are actually two major softwares till now. Actually, those only they are used in many industry. Those are these are MS Project and Primavera P6, which is provided by Oracle. Next, the third one I have highlighted, MS Excel and other ERP packages. See, MS Project and Primavera, they are actually project planning and scheduling softwares. In general, MS projects, they are used in smaller organization and developing countries, whereas Primavera, it is used in very developed construction organizations and in developed countries like USA, maybe Middle East, where the project cost is huge. You have to note that this MS project and Primavera, they are private softwares, and if you want to use them in your company, you got to pay certain amount for their license, right? So maybe most of the some of the construction company can't afford it. So based on the client requirement, based on the consultant requirement, a construction general EPC contractor will decide which things, which software to use in their construction planning program, right? If you but there are some disadvantages of these two software. See, the construction company will get the project, they will be doing the planning in this two software, but the data, it might be stored in those project databases. So that is a third party. Once your license expires, there is a problem, there might be a problem that whatever you have stored, those data, project detail, it might go to some other contractor. Remember, construction contracts, it is very competitive industry, right? If you say you are doing a building for 50 crores, some other contractor might tell 45 crores he will be doing the same building. So the client will give the project to the person who is doing for 45 crores, right? So to avoid those sort of things, many big contractors, okay, they have developed their own ERP packages. These all project planning softwares, they are called ERP packages, right? ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Portal. So these big contractors, they have developed their own ERP planning solutions, and they will be doing their planning in their own softwares. But the problem with these things is those things are, some tools are not readily available. For example, if you want to schedule a project in MSP, there is auto leveling option, right? But in these things, you can't do those sort of activities readily or easily. So you have to use some Excel tools to do that. So even Excel plays a very leading role in project planning, right? With that, we'll go to the next thing. Technical contents in project management. Here are some of the very few things I'm going to list out, which are very much used in project planning, right? First is construction project management. In these slides, almost 5 slides, we have got a brief idea what is construction management, right? So what it is, if I put in my own notes, it involves the application of engineering and management technique in the project to get desirable output in terms of time, quality, safety, and profitability, right? I have shown you that these 3 things are very important: time, quality, and safety. If these 3 things are achieved, naturally the 4th one, profitability, will be achieved and everybody will be happy, right? The second main technical thing, it is organization breakdown structure. I will show you the diagram in the next slide, where you can visualize more. But what it is actually, OBS, right? Organizational breakdown structure. It may be a chart or a representation which may show the hierarchy of various project team members in a project or a company, right? So that organization breakdown structure, it might show a structure within a construction site. Maybe it might show within the construction company. So that will be, I will be showing one of the slides where you can understand better. Next, it is work breakdown structure. What it is? It is referred as the project breakdown structures also. The construction project will have many activities like excavation, footing, fixing of formwork, pouring of concrete, etc. To keep track of these major activities, they are grouped under different project codes, right? So there are n number of activities. Like in the beginning I have stated, construction project management, it starts from the day when you sign the agreement. Maybe even before to that, if you go to tendering and contracts department in any EPC, before getting the job itself, they have to do a working of 3 to 4 months to get the project. So for a big EPC company, the project management, it is absolutely a big thing, right? So to keep track of these things, once the project is awarded, right, the top management will categorize all the activities based on the project breakdown structures and work breakdown structure. The main use is that they can track the activities, whether we are on the schedule or going behind the schedule or be above the schedule. Those things can be done. And major thing is costing can be analyzed, whether we are incurring profit or loss. Okay, so this work breakdown structure plays a major role in earned value analysis, right, or job cost reports, those sort of things, right?